Deep in the heart of Texas, in San Marcos, welcome to Bobcat Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Colorado State Rams and the Texas State Bobcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Texas State head coach before the game. What he's talking to his team about is we've got to get our guy to that 1,000-yard mark. Their freshman running back has been terrific all season. They have been able to count on him to carry the rock. And he is so close to 1,000 yards, one of the most prominent stats in all of college football for a running back. He wants to make sure that his young freshman is rewarded here today. So he has challenged that offensive line to make sure he eats here in the first quarter. Nice.
Thanks, Holly. The Bobcats offense will have the football first. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number one for this squad. And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
They're trying to run the football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. So the Colorado State Rams offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. This offense has it with really good field position. On the option. Now the toss. Runs through a tackle. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Out wide left, it's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. They're happy enough to try to points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. This time they'll throw it. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
With the catch, it's Cotton. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the counter. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the first down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Right side, it's Cotton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with a catch.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll return it. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Good, right down the boulevard. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. The run inside. It's close. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Moving the pocket, it's Reed. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Bobcat sideline, their quarterback is getting a lot of congratulations, high fives, pats on the helmet. On that last scoring throw, that put him on top in the conference for this season. A new passing touchdown record in conference history. He's got to run back out there, though, keep playing in this game, but I can tell you, guys are fired up for him right now. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well run him again. Swamped immediately.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Turns it on in midfield. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Go.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. To the end zone, and is picked off. Made a defender miss. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better. Trying to take it back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Dropping back, it's Reed. He's got him in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the run, it's Ross. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Holds and fires complete to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep on the run. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Lets it develop. It's Ross. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you're going to fly upfield every single play. We'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Motion from the wideout. They want to run it left here. They put the brakes on it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for...
Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas State takes the field hoping to get this drive started. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Pryor. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long.
Going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Stepping to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, it's Ross. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it himself. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. And the Rams will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Caught in the backfield, it's Browning. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Out wide right, it's Browning. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush is on. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Just got rid of that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
2nd and long here. They want to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. A strike downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Caught on the RPO. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Quarterback changing the play. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Texas State! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They booted away on 4th down. Fields the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. The Rams come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's DeLuca. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big target.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And the Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looking for room. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Shows him the stiff arm.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
He rifles one deep to the left. Upstairs to make the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Turns it upfield. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Quick tempo here for the offense. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Finds his man. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Caught all the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Bobcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Blue 22, blue 22.
Straight ahead, it's Pryor. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Back's got it on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He didn't get there. A big-time stop by this defense, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Atkins. He's past the sticks. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Sees a crease. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Keeps it himself. Quick toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. There's some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and... Touchdown, Bobcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. To throw, it's Reed. They're all over him. And it's a sack. The Rams are in the hurry-up.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't...
Going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Bobcats. And the route is on. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Powers inside. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready.
He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters.